Hi guys, welcome back. Today's workout is hamstring and glute focused with a lot of great exercises. So if you want to grow a serious backside, I got you. Screenshot the workout and let's do this. So first up is single leg dumbbell glute bridges for 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps. The reason I'm doing these first is because whenever I'm feeling a bit stiff or have been sitting a lot in my day-to-day, and I know I have a movement program that is a bit hard on the low back, like stiff leg deadlifts, which we're doing after this, doing a shortened position glute dominant movement first helps a lot. I find getting a good amount of blood flow to the area and working my glutes first makes transitioning into the deadlifts much smoother and easier on my low back. Now, if I were to be powerlifting or going for max strength, I would instead just do something like this in my warm-up with just body weight or lightweight high reps or slow pause reps so that I am getting the pump with using as minimal energy as possible and save those stiff leg deadlifts for my first true exercise. But since I am also targeting the glutes in this workout and it is more of a hypertrophy style, I'm just doing this as a full first exercise here. So I'm opting for the single leg glute bridges because a single leg will ensure each side is getting equal engagement and pump, and then using a movement like bridges will help get a good amount of blood flow to my glutes, especially the upper glute area, which is what I want, without being overly taxing on the lower back or body. And so since this isn't a part of my warm-up, but actually the first exercise of the workout, I am going heavy with these and making sure to increase the load each set. So the heavy weight you use is relative to the reps and sets given, which is 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps, and where your strength is at. So whenever I say to go heavy, that doesn't mean copy the weight I'm using or the weight somebody else is using. Go heavy for what that means to you and where you're at and where your strength is at and the reps and sets that I'm giving you to do. Now onto the deadlifts. So a true stiff leg deadlift is pulling from the ground, much like your conventional or your sumo deadlifts. And so with a stiff leg deadlift, you're keeping your hips high, your legs just out of lockout, and as you move that weight, your bar path is straight up and down. So this means as you move down with the bar, it will actually be traveling slightly in front of you rather than right against you. The point here is to get our hamstrings as lengthened as possible. And so the high hips, straighter leg, and straight up and down bar path is what will create maximal hamstring tension. Now, the position is what also causes this exercise to be much harder on the low back than a lot of other deadlift variations. So if you are newer to deadlifting or have a sensitive lower back, I would actually suggest swapping these for another deadlift variation, such as a glute dominant RDL, or at the very least being conservative with your weight choices and making sure you are highly prioritizing your form over anything else here. It's a great movement, but it can be a little bit difficult for a lot of people, especially those who do have lower back issues. So I just wanted to make sure to put that in there, that you don't just jump right into doing this exercise, especially if you have no experience with it at all. Just take it slow and steady, or if you're just uncomfortable, you can just go ahead and swap it for another deadlift variation. So all of that aside, if you do opt for these, they will destroy your hamstrings like no other. They're pretty brutal, but I love them also for that reason. So that's why I do incorporate them into my training from time to time. You're doing 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps, and you are increasing the weight each set. Next up is walking wide stride lunges, holding dumbbells, so aka cardio in disguise. So we are here using the wide stride variation because we are focusing on glutes in this workout and we want to get the most out of our glutes. So have a slight lean forward as you take that wide step, and as you move into the next step, rather than focusing driving from the front and through your toes, you want to think driving from your heel and glute to push you up and through to the next step. Another thing with true walking lunges is that they are continuous, meaning the reps don't stop. So there is no pausing between steps at the top. You want to take your step and immediately drive through to the next step. The only time I will pause is usually toward the end of a set if I have to, because I'm literally dying. But other than that, try your best to keep the reps flowing. You're doing 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps on each side. I think I got like 14, and then 12 for my sets before I failed. So just go go till you can't, and with the proper load, that should leave you somewhere between 10 to 15 reps. I then moved on to one of the few exercises that trains your hamstrings in their shortened position, and that's lying hamstring curls. If your gym has an upright seated curl machine, that's fine. That also works here. You're doing 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps, increasing the weight each set. Now you want to try your best to allow your hamstrings to do all the work by bringing the weight up, getting a full contraction, and then resisting the weight down slowly. Obviously, as you begin to fatigue during your sets, momentum and gravity really start coming for you, so just try your best to keep control. At this point, my hamstrings were begging for mercy, so I was giving it the best I had, and that's all I can ask from you is to try the same. I then moved on to cable straight leg abductions for 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps on each side. So you can see I'm actually standing on a plate here. This is to keep my foot from snagging the ground as I move it in and out. If you know, you know. So hold onto the machine to help brace yourself, staying mostly upright. Allow the working leg to cross in front of your body to get your abductor fully lengthened, and then bring it out straight across until you feel it fully shorten. Once you feel that full squeeze, bring your leg back down and repeat. And that is the entire workout. So try it out. Let me know how it goes down in the comments or over on my Instagram. If you are looking for more structured training like this, you can find all my workout programs on my website linked below. This cute gym fit is from the lovely Gymshark. Code HunterCP does save you money at checkout. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already for more free workouts just like this. And that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.